Hello, hello, hello. Welcome all to Arizona Javy. I feel like these data analysis I do every see am I losing my hair? Am I going bald? Like it's crazy. And that's why I always tell people last month I made a surprise Arizona market update and I was like, this market's gonna crash. It's like there's too many active listings. There's not enough houses selling. There's just no way. Guess what happened to surprise? Check this out. There's a freaking increase of value on the average sales price and the monthly median sales price. Anyways, for those watching me for the first time, I'm so shook that I even didn't delete all this data. So let me adjust this real quick. So essentially what we're going to do today is we're going to go over the average sales price. We're going to go over the historical trends of the active and pending. We're going to try to figure out what's going on and surprise that created the shift upward, because everything was primed for it to start collapsing. So let's figure this out together. Yeah, I'm doing this live, so if you are here, let me know, give me a shout out. And if you're watching this after the fact, no, I go live every day, Phoenix, Arizona time, 10 to 12. If you want to work with me, you can just reach out to me. My email, my phone number is below. You could also check out, there's a link that I just created today just for houses in surprise from my website here. If you don't want surprise houses, you want to just start making your own search, you can do it here. It's my website. Once you make an account, you can look at any house in the valley, and you can even message me and work with me directly. So what's going on? Here's the crazy part, is looking at the surprise market. It's still the same issue. 884 houses for sale. There's just so many houses for sale. Let me take out the condos and townhouses. 787. There's an absorbent amount of, I use that word a lot, absorbent. Am I using that correctly? Absorbent? I'm not even spelling it right. Absorbent. 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 Someone let me know in the chat. Why am I using that word? I don't think I'm using it correctly. Listen, I'm from Maryville, okay? So I didn't get the best education. There's a lot of listings in surprise. And it doesn't make sense because if you look at the under contract number and the pending number, there's 386. So approximately less than half, give or take. Let me see. 787 divided by 2. 393, yeah, less than half. Houses that are selling that are currently under contract. So we're at 386. And if we look at the last closed listings of the last 31 days, there's 330. When there's that many houses for sale and not enough being bought up, it's just concerning. It's just too much. There's not enough demand. There's too much supply. So the people that are buying should be buying very aggressively. But what I noticed when I was looking at just the last 5 days of sales, let me go back to close. There are some there, like this one listed 350, sold for 320, no concessions. 360, sold for 330, so 30,000 off. 369, sold for 346. 369, sold for 360. 369 for 365. There's some out there that are still paying above list. This one listed for 359, went under contract for 365. This looks like very much like, hey, it's a healthy market. Let's offer above list price for it. Okay. But still, the vast majority, 407 sold for 379. listed 389, sold for 385, listed for 379, sold for 391, listed for 400, sold for 395. So even though a lot of them are still selling under list, and there's only a few that's like this one sold for 5K more, there's still an increase in overall average sales price. So average sales price, how you calculate average sales price is you get essentially you add up all the houses. So let's say there's 100 houses for sale. So you add up all the values of the houses that sold, you divide it by that number, and that's what the average sales price is. And they track the average sales price historically, and you know they keep an eye where things go up and will go down, et cetera, et cetera. So there wasn't that much of an increase of houses. Was it 7? Let's look at that. Maybe from close to under contract, like another 40, 50. And then if we look at how many houses sold under contract this time, yeah, I mean, there's more houses that sold last year. There was about a little bit under 100 more houses under contract last year. But the sales price of last year was a lot less. So it's a median price, the sales price. So the only reason why these numbers would be higher is they're super expensive houses that are bringing up, which it could be like these $1 million houses. But the only problem with that is I maxed it out at 3,000 square feet. This is 3,600. This one, 1.1 million, that's 3,300. I maxed out the average sales price at 3,000 square feet. So that wouldn't be popping up there. So prices are going up. 484, 694. At least for me, summertime usually comes with an increase. So that's not surprised to say. I'm just shocked. 484, 694. I'm just shocked it's happening with the rates as high as they are. Let's type that in. Javier, are you buying an MTG card? Are you buying MTG cards right now? Yeah, I'm gonna. No, not. The last pack I have is, I haven't bought a pack in a while, but I'm focusing on working right now, not hobby. So I hopefully can start planning. My son and I want to make some decks together, so that's the fun part. But anyways, it's just so crazy, and that's why I always tell you guys, like, don't look at national headlines. And even if somebody has an opinion, like I had a crazy opinion last month, like with all these active houses and no under contract pending, we're going to start seeing some heavy price losses. Safe to say, folks, the data says I was wrong. Data says I was wrong. Sales prices are going up. And surprise. Let's look at the individual zip codes. A5374, still rising. A5378, sharp increase here, but see where it's going from here. A5379, sharp increase. A5387, sharp increase. A5388, very sharp increase. Almost all of them are matching the peak. Do I even dare give a prediction? Prediction. There is newfound demand right now. Values are increasing. Well, I want to type irrationally, but I'm going to put unnaturally. What the fuck is going on? I think it's pretty accurate. So, if you're looking to buy in Surprise right now, it's looking like the prices are actually keeping up. If I type in like maybe under 2,000 square feet, they're not increasing as much, but they're still increasing. The 2,000 to 3,000 square feet range houses seem to not be doing it as good, but still faring pretty well. But you know, combining all of them, that's where we're seeing this like whoop, this newfound demand. So what do you guys think? People in the chat, people watching this after the fact, where is this newfound demand coming from? We know the numbers aren't there. Like, as we can see here, the under contract number is 386. So yes, there's a little bit of increase there, but it's not even more than, there's like some other cities that are more than half right now. There's this newfound demand that are paying close to list price to houses. And even though there's an excess of inventory right now, people that are going under contract and are buying a house are still paying pretty decent money for them. So, surprise, surprise. Let's get it. Surprise. It's looking good. Now, this is just a city-wide update. If I really recommend you do always specific zip code, specific neighborhood data report, which we can do one-on-one. So just feel free to reach out. My information is below. You could also just go to the website, which there's a link in the description. You can start looking at some own houses using my site. This information will go to me, and they'll help me, you know, get a good idea, and yeah, just start looking at some houses and whatnot and get the ball rolling. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know what city you want me to do next, and hopefully I won't lose so much hair next time.